Okay, welcome to number 12 of this practice final exam. On a particular day, the probability of rain is 0.35, the probability of damaging winds is 0.4, and the probability of both is 0.2. What is the probability of rain or damaging winds? Now there's two ways of doing this. The way that I probably showed you in class was we set up a Venn diagram. Okay. And we have two circles. One of them will make rain, and the other one will say damaging winds. Now, the probability of rain is 0.35. Now, that means that this circle should add up to 0.35. That's two regions. But since I don't know where to put this yet, I just usually put it up here, and I can erase that later. The probability of damaging winds is 0.4. Again, if you were to add up these two regions, it should be 0.4. Okay, so I'll deal with that later. The probability of both is 0.2. Well, I know where that goes. That goes right here. Alright, well now we're in good shape. Because I know that this circle should add up to 0.35, and I already have 0.2, I know this has to be 0.15. And since this circle has to add up to 0.4, and I already have 0.2 in here, I know that this is 0.2. And we might as well figure out what's on the outside, since it has to add up to 1, because we're talking about probability, and probabilities all have to add up to 1. This adds up to 0.55, so then on the outside should be 0.45. Now that I don't think was needed, but you might as well know how to set up the entire Venn diagram. Alright, so what is the probability of rain or damaging winds? So that means it could be rain, could be wind, could be both, which means it could be any one of these three regions. So it could be this, this, or this. Which means it could be the 0.15, the 0.2, or the 0.2. That adds up to 0.55, and that's my answer. The probability that it rains or we have damaging winds would be 0.55, which is D. And there's another way of doing it. Not sure if they showed you this in class, but you had a formula. And again, if you didn't see this formula, don't worry about it, use the Venn diagram. But you have this formula that says the probability of rain or winds would equal the probability of rain plus the probability of winds minus the probability of both of them happening. This symbol here means and this symbol over here means or. Now this is probability that it rains is 0.35. The probability of damaging wind was 0.4. And the probability of both was 0.2. If you add these together, this will be 0.75 minus 0.2 is 0.55. So again, we get our 0.55. Not sure which one they showed you. If you were in my class, I probably did the Venn diagram since we had an entire section devoted to Venn diagrams. But this is also a way of doing it. So again, the answer to number 12 is D, 0.55.